So you
or
don't
Mayweather?
know. You don't know because we've never seen Conor box.
What would you say?
Mayweather's a way better boxer, but the consequences of Conor hitting you should be greater. And I say should be because I think he's certainly a stronger puncher than Mayweather, right?
Right.
But
I would agree.
He has boxing gloves on. And now how much more of an effect is his punch going to have when he has a giant padded glove? You know, I would assume there's going to be a diminishing
for sure
amount of the
it would
impact.
Be less.
Yes, for sure. But how much? Also, the ability to block punches. It's far easier to block punches when you have big gloves on. Because when you have big gloves on, if you watch a guy like Floyd, he catches punches.
It's a shield.
Yes.
Right.
He catches punches, and
or even deflection.
And he's magical at moving away with them. Like he gets hit, and he's hopping away on his feet, so you're catching the end of shots.
I don't know. Conor, as much as... I mean, I'm not a UFC buff, but all I can say is I've seen Conor McGregor shots go in when I didn't even know they were going there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But again, a 4-ounce glove is lighter than an 8-ounce glove. The punches are not going to be as fast. If it's a 10-ounce glove, it's definitely slower than a 10-ounce glove.
That's a good separation of boxing versus UFC then.
Well, there's also a good separation of the fact that there's many more openings when you have smaller gloves. When you have smaller gloves, it's much more difficult to cover your face. So Conor has extraordinary power. He's got extraordinary movement, and he's bigger. He's a far bigger guy. I mean, he's a big-framed guy, and he's strong and young. Floyd Mayweather is 40 years old. He's arguably the greatest boxer of all time. I mean, he's a phenomenal craftsman. Like, the way he understands the art of hitting and not being hit is extraordinary. Because he's not running away from guys.
No.
He'll stand right in front of you.
Right?
Yeah. He'll stand right in front of you and be untouchable. He's only been rocked, like legitimately rocked, maybe twice or 3 times in his whole career. He's outstanding.
What if you took those away? What if you took when he got rocked versus when Diaz choked him out? Do you think...
What are you talking about? We're talking about 2 different fighters.
Well,
what do you think? When Conor McGregor got choked out by Nick Diaz, or
if you take
Floyd Mayweather
out,
got rocked?
No, I'm talking when Conor got hit pretty hard and he came back, versus when Nate just choked him out. If you eliminate Nate choking him out, do you think he's got the heart to really stand through a full fight with Mayweather?
Well, he certainly does, because he went through a full fight with Nate Diaz. He won the rematch in a 5-round war.
Yeah, which was good.
It's you can never guess. Like, anybody who guesses what a guy has, like, as far as heart and determination, it's foolish. He'll show you with his actions, or she'll show you with her actions. You can't guess. So whenever people guess, they start saying, like, oh, he'll never be able to survive a tough fight, or oh, he doesn't have the guts. Then you mistake, like, your understanding of what you see in front of you for what's going to happen. And that's what a lot of people did with Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman. It's a lot of people doing a lot of fights. One of the things that makes this fight intriguing is we've never seen Floyd box a guy like Conor McGregor, and we've definitely never seen Conor McGregor box, especially at a level that the UFC, or excuse me, that Floyd Mayweather is at. So him coming from being a 2-division UFC champion will help his confidence. He'll be scary. And one of the things that he said that's a psychological thing that no one could ever say to Floyd before, he said, listen, the way he goes, the only reason why this thing is fair is because we're playing by boxing rules. If it was a fight, I would fucking kill him. And the way he said it was like
100% accurate.
100% accurate. And he said in saying that something no one's ever been able to say to Floyd. Yeah. I will fuck you up. Like, and Floyd's going to know that at any moment. If Conor wanted to slide a little back and start kicking his face or kicking his legs out from under him, he wouldn't know what the fuck to do. Do you think he knows how to block a wheel kick? He's going to get kicked in the back of the fucking head.
Say Conor popped the referee and then just wheel kicked Mayweather.
He would have to, he would have to get close enough to him to do that, and it wouldn't be as easy as it seems. But the distance between punching and kicking is pretty substantial.
Right.
And Conor closes that distance in a really fast and really spectacular way. He comes at you with shit, front kicks to the body, and you're trying to figure out where he's coming and what he's coming with. It's very unpredictable. So I think in a boxing match, if you have $100 and you have to bet on someone, the odds are going to most certainly favor Floyd Mayweather because it's a boxing match. If it was a fight, it would be 100 million to 1 that Conor McGregor would fuck him up. I mean, I'm not exaggerating.
I'm putting my 100 on
Of course I'm
Conor.
Exaggerating. No one would give you those kind of odds.
I'm
But it would
putting
definitely
100 on
be
Conor.
something ridiculous if it was a fight. Don't you think? Like, what would it be? It was a fight, an MMA fight.
I don't know. If I had,
it would be $100 million to 1.
If I hadn't have seen Conor live, and how people's faces looked when they got tagged by him the first time,
right?
I would say I would put money on Mayweather based on what you just told everyone with $10 to do. But the fact that I've seen people get cracked by him and I've seen their face swell up.
Oh yeah.
By him, I don't know. I think he's gonna freaking rock him.
A lot of people in America do, and that's why we're gonna sell it on pay-per-view. John Dudley, pay-per-view.